Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in again. So I'm going to tie probably one of the last grayling flies for this season. Obviously grayling season is nearly over and we'll now be turning our focus to the trout. Really looking forward to getting out and chucking some dries now. So this is a fly by a good friend of mine, Andy Buckley. He's a great guide and he absolutely did a storm when he designed this. It's been one of my go-to grayling patterns. So it's the Baby Pink Caddis. So I do it in a variety of sizes. This one's a 16 with a 3mm bead, but I would do them in 18s with 2.5s, 16s with 3. I'd even do some 3.5 or 4mm and fish them on a point. There's been times where this fly's been that effective, I've actually put 2 on my cast. But I tend to predominantly use it as a dropper fly. So it's definitely one you need in your boxes for all you guys that target those grayling. So let's jump straight into the tying. Right, so in the vise I've got a size 16 grab pupa from Partridge, the SLP. I'm going to come in with some UTC in olive. This is the UTC 70. I'm going to whip that in behind the bead, cut out a butt section, and then I'm going to come in with some soft wire. This is the Uni soft wire in small in red. And I think a big part of this pattern is the red wire or the red rib. So I'm going to just tie that in right behind that bead on my side. And I'm going to tie that in right into the bend. Like so. And then I'm just going to create a bit of a taper with this thread. So you could do it with dubbing, but you're going to use quite a lot of dubbing to build that taper up. So I'm just going to do it with a bit of thread. It takes a bit of time, but I prefer to do it this way. You know, you're welcome to do it with dubbing if you wish. And then that'll do me, so I'm going to come back down. And then the next thing I'm going to come in with is some SLF Squirrel dub in golden olive. This is the Spiky dubbing. So I'm going to, almost as I'm doing this, taper it on the actual thread itself. So I'm going to sort of start off with it quite thin and then get thicker as we come down the thread. So then it's just a case of dubbing that up to behind that bead and just creating that nice taper in the body, which you've done some of that work with the thread. Just a tiny bit more there. So you don't want to go right up to the behind the bead. And then I'm going to counter rivet with the red wire in nice open turns. And then make sure that's nicely secure. And we can helicopter that out. So then I'm going to come in with some ice dub in olive. And just put a nice dubby noodle on that. And then we're just going to create a nice collar with this. So I'm going to get quite a bit of it in behind that bead. Make sure the bead's nicely fixed. A little bit more. So just a bit touch more there. Like a nice collar on these. And then final thing to do is just get a bit of varnish, put that on a thread. And then I'm going to do a whip finish. So always a double whip finish. Just to make sure it's completely secure. And then we can cut that out. So just neaten that off a little bit. So that's the finished fly. So you could, if you wanted, brush that out now and make it really scruffy, which I prefer to leave them a little bit like this. So it's completely up to you. So definitely one you grayling anglers want to get in your box. It's been deadly over the years for me. You know, Andy really did a number when he created this fly. I think a big part of it, as I say, is that red wire. But I think the biggest part, to be honest, is that baby pink bead. So there are some beads out there that say they're baby pink, but you want this real pale pink colour. It's a lot more effective than some of the other pinks out there. So they're definitely worth sourcing and finding. There's a few places you can get them from. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.